In this video, I'm about to show you 35 bottled juice brands you need to stay away from and why, along with 10 brands that are actually safe and worth drinking, starting with number 35, Sunny D. Sunny D loves pretending it's sunshine in a bottle. But let's drop the act. This isn't juice, it's childhood nostalgia mixed with lab chemistry. A bright orange bottle, a tangy citrus blast promise, but one sip and you realize it's basically candy water trying to cosplay as orange juice. What's inside? High fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, artificial color yellow 6, and oils like canola and modified cornstarch are used to give it a weirdly thick, syrupy mouthfeel. There's less than 5% actual juice, and the rest? Sugar and additives that spike your blood sugar faster than you can say insulin resistance? Older adults, especially anyone managing diabetes or high triglycerides. This is a biochemical prank on your pancreas. Sunny D has been criticized for years for misleading juice labeling, and dietitians call it one of the worst juice imposters ever made. The taste? Sweet tangy battery acid meets melted orange popsicle. And yes, it leaves that filmy, plastic-like aftertaste because you're practically drinking soda in disguise. If sunshine had a toxic cousin, it'd be Sunny D. Leave the bright orange bottle where it belongs in the 90 seconds commercial break. Number 34. Capri Sun. Capri Sun comes in that shiny little pouch, whispering childhood memories of playgrounds and lunchboxes. But now that we're adults with functioning taste buds and arteries to protect, it's time for the truth. Cute pouch, dangerous disaster. Many flavors contain added sugars, flavor concentrates, and stabilizers, and even the all-natural ones often rely on juice concentrates, which are essentially fruit stripped of fiber and supercharged into a concentrated sugar source. For seniors watching, cholesterol, blood pressure, or blood sugar, that's a metabolic nightmare with a straw. And let's talk about safety. In 2022, Capri Sun recalled thousands of cases after a cleaning solution leaked into the juice pouches, causing widespread panic among parents nationwide. Not exactly something you want in your drink unless your idea of fun is a chemical surprise. The experience? You stab the pouch, and it squirts everywhere. The taste hits like watery fruit syrup with a synthetic aftertaste, and somehow it still coats your tongue like it owes rent. Number 33. Minute Maid. Minute Maid sells you a morning fantasy of sunlit orchards, fresh fruit, and happy families pouring tall glasses at breakfast. But peel back the wholesome commercials, and the truth is way less cheerful. This isn't fresh juice. It's a chemistry project that happens to be orange-colored. Most cartons contain reconstituted juice concentrate, stripped of fiber, heated until nutrients vanish, then sweetened so aggressively it might as well sit in the dessert aisle. A typical serving has 24 to 28 grams of sugar. And if you pour like a normal person, congratulations! You just drank the sugar equivalent of a can of soda, minus the fizz. Add to that a history of mold complaints in cartons, little black specks floating in kids' cups like horror movie confetti, and suddenly your breakfast isn't feeling so heart-healthy. For older adults who are watching their blood pressure, diabetes risk, or weight, this juice is essentially liquid trouble. It spikes blood sugar, crashes energy, and leaves you hungrier than before. A classic example of ultra-processed behavior. Minute Maid isn't giving you the orchard. It's giving you the sugar rush followed by the regret nap. If you're trying to treat your body kindly, leave this morning staple right on the shelf. Number 32. Simply Juices. It simply loves calling itself pure, fresh, and real, as if it's the clean, honest, older sibling of mainstream juice brands. But simplicity ends the moment you learn how this stuff is made. The juice is pasteurized, stored in oxygen-stripped tanks for months, then chemically flavor-packed so it tastes like fruit again. That's right, the signature fresh squeezed aroma? It's engineered. And in 2023, Simply Orange was hit with a headline-grabbing lawsuit accusing it of containing PFAS, toxic forever chemicals linked to immune system issues and certain types of cancer. Nothing wholesome about that. Nutritionally, it's a blood sugar rocket disguised as wellness. Around 26 grams of sugar per cup, zero fiber, and no absolute satiety. For seniors, monitoring glucose and heart health is a matter of metabolic roulette. The bottle looks farm to table, but the experience is closer to factory to fridge. And once you notice the syrupy mouth-coating sweetness, it's hard to untaste. It simply markets itself as if it's squeezing fruit under a golden sunrise. Reality, however, is closer to industrial tanks and lab-flavored products. If transparency and health matter, skip the halo marketing. Absolute simplicity comes from a juicer, not a corporation's branding team. Number 31, Tropicana, and they picture real orange juice. Hotel breakfast buffets, airline cups, childhood mornings. The branding worked so well that people treat it like nature in a carton. But the reality is far less poetic. Most bottles don't come from fresh oranges squeezed that morning. They come from industrial tanks where deoxygenated juice sits for months, then gets injected with factory-made flavor packs to mimic a just squeezed aroma. That fresh citrus scent in your kitchen? Engineers built it. Sugar-wise, one glass hits you with 20 grams of natural but still sweetness, without fiber to slow it down, meaning your blood glucose levels jump like you just downed a breakfast soda. For older adults, especially those managing insulin resistance, that's a metabolic trap disguised as a bright morning ritual. And that classic rich orange taste? Taste enough, and you start to notice it's strangely uniform, almost perfumed. Real fruit isn't that perfectly consistent. Tropicana sells nostalgia and brightness, but your body gets a sugar spike, a crash, and none of the fresh nutrients you're imagining. If you really want sunshine, squeeze an orange. Don't drink a lab-engineered memory of one. Number 30, Welch's. Welch's feels wholesome. Purple grapes, family farms, commercials about heart health and antioxidants. The word grape juice even sounds nutritious. But peel away the sentimental marketing and you'll find a drink that behaves more like a sweetened punch than nature's antioxidant gift. Welch's isn't squeezing vineyard fresh fruit into your glass. Most bottles contain concentrated juice, stripped of fiber, and often blended with added sweeteners or grape concentrate so intense it's basically fruit syrup. A single serving carries 30 to 36 grams of fruit sugar, and that's before you absent-mindedly refill the glass. That sugar hits fast, especially without fiber, spiking insulin and hunger just like candy would. Meanwhile, antioxidants? They're there, but you're trading them for a blood sugar roller coaster. It's like saying, "This donut has calcium, eat more." Parents often opt for this, thinking it's a healthier alternative to soda. In truth, many nutrition experts group it right beside sweetened beverages when it comes to metabolic strain, especially for older adults watching cholesterol, heart health, or prediabetes. Welch's isn't poison, it's just a sneaky dessert wearing a vineyard costume. If you're reaching for grapes, eat the real ones. Your body prefers the version with skins and fiber attached. Number 29, Ocean Spray. Ocean Spray wants you to believe every sip is a walk through wild cranberry bogs, boots splashing, nature glowing red and pure. Reality? It's less harvested from family farms and more engineered inside a boardroom. That tart flavor fooled generations into thinking cranberry juice equals wellness, especially for urinary health, but commercial bottles are basically fruit cocktails hiding behind tradition. Many Ocean Spray blends aren't pure cranberry. They're mostly filtered water, grape or apple concentrate, and added sweeteners to soften the natural bitterness. Translation: you're not drinking super fruit power. You're sipping a sweetened juice mix with a cranberry mask. Taste it closely, and you'll notice the syrupy aftertaste, almost like a juice box that has matured but retained its sweet personality. And sure, cranberries have benefits, but not when drowned in sugar and pasteurized until the bite disappears. The marketing leans toward heritage agriculture, but most of the magic happens in processing tanks, not bogs. If you love the idea of cranberries but don't want dessert in disguise, grab unsweetened, real cranberry juice, or better yet, toss frozen cranberries into a blender. The bog fantasy is cute. The sugar reality isn't. Number 28, Juicy Juice. Juicy Juice has one of the most innocent names in the grocery aisle, like something a preschool teacher hands out during story time. Pastel cartons, smiling fruit mascots, 100% juice boldly on the label. It's engineered to feel trustworthy, especially for parents who just want to give their kids something healthier than soda. But that's the trick. Juice is just fruit sugar without the fruit. No fiber to slow the spike, no chewing to trigger satiety, just a straight shot of fructose landing faster than a toddler on a sugar rush. One small box can contain 2 0 grams or more of sugar, and kids can easily drink 2 without blinking. And let's talk taste. It's unnaturally consistent, like fruit that never saw weather, sunlight, or seasons. That uniform sweetness comes from concentrated fruit syrups blended until they taste perfect every time, not like something pressed fresh. Pediatric nutrition experts have already sounded the alarm. Excessive juice consumption is linked to cavities, appetite disruption, and early metabolic issues. Juice isn't the villain. The illusion that it's healthy is. If you want to hydrate kids, water and real fruit are always the best options. Juicy juice sells childhood nostalgia, not nutrition. Number 27. Arizona juice cocktails. Arizona can resemble a pastel sunset, complete with palm trees and neon 90-second summertime vibes. They whisper cool, like skate parks and gas station road trip stops. But peel off the aesthetic and you're basically drinking a tropical-themed sugar trap. Juice cocktail is the dead giveaway. By definition, that means added sugars, flavorings, and often very little real fruit. Many Arizona juice blends list water, high fructose corn syrup, and fruit flavoring before actual fruit juice shows up. It's as if they asked, how do we make fruit taste like candy? And never looked back. Crack a can and the smell hits not fresh fruit, but candy shop vibes. And the sweetness? It's the kind that coats your tongue and lingers like sticky fingertips. Arizona's branding conveys a sense of chill, but its nutritional profile is chaotic. A rapid sugar surge, an energy spike, and a subsequent slump. People chug these like everyday drinks because they feel lighter than soda, until they check the label and see 45 to 60 grams of sugar staring back at them. It's not a juice moment. It's dessert marketing dressed as a summer drink. If you want an authentic tropical flavor, grab an actual pineapple, not a neon can with a sugar punch. Number 26. Nantucket Nectars. Nantucket Nectars looks like something you'd grab at a cute seaside cafe. Sailboats on the bottle, sunshine vibes, and a little story about purity and island dreams. But twist that cap, and reality hits like a bad vacation hotel. What you're really drinking is concentrated fruit syrup, sugar stacked on sugar, and those mysterious natural flavors that could mean anything the food lab decides smells fruity. This isn't a fresh-pressed nectar served by someone wearing boat shoes. It's factory-reassembled fruit with enough sweetness to make your pancreas roll its eyes. Each bottle runs up to 40 to 45 grams of sugar, basically a soda in preppy clothing. No fiber, barely any real vitamins left after processing, and absolutely zero reason to pretend this belongs in any healthy choice aisle. Behind the sailboat aesthetic? An industrial concentrate pipeline and a marketing team counting on nostalgia and nautical fonts to distract you. If you're dreaming of ocean air and real fruit, do yourself a favor and book a ferry. Because this bottle? It's pure sail club fantasy with sugar water inside. Number 25. Snapple Juice Drinks. Snapple wants you to remember its golden era. Glass bottles, quirky cap facts, and the best stuff on earth slogan. Cute. Except those bottles today feel more like a field trip to the flavor lab than a stroll through an orchard. Crack one open and you're not tasting fruit. You're getting concentrate, added sugar, and engineered natural flavor chemistry that's been fooling people since pagers existed. One bottle can slam you with 35 to 40 grams of sugar, the kind that hits fast, spikes harder, and leaves you hungrier an hour later. And don't be fooled by the cozy iced tea vibes. This is a sweetened punch in nostalgic packaging. Snapple has even been criticized for making natural claims that don't accurately reflect the contents of the bottle. Visually, it still looks like that guy who peaked in the 90 seconds. Charming, familiar, telling jokes. But nutritionally, it's holding on to old tricks and hoping you don't read the ingredients list too closely. Number 24. Mott's Apple Juice. Mott's has been sitting in kids' lunchboxes for generations, wearing the "Trust me, I'm wholesome apple" badge, like a school honor sticker. But peel back that friendly label, and it's less orchard charm, more sweetened apple concentrate with PR spin. Real apples don't taste like this. This is lab-built sweetness dialed up until it feels like a childhood memory poured into a box. Here's the part the commercials don't mention. Concentrated apple juice can carry higher pesticide residue traces from mass-grown apples, and older tests have caught concern-raising levels of arsenic in apple juice, industry-wide, sparking investigations and stricter FDA scrutiny. The sugar content is approximately 28 grams per bottle, which is an apple-flavored soda without bubbles. It doesn't provide the fiber of real apples, barely any antioxidants survive processing, and the 100% juice claim sounds comforting until you realize it's still syrupy concentrate, rehydrated in a factory and sold as nostalgia. If you want something real, eat an actual apple. Mott's wants you to think of an orchard, but delivers sweet apple-themed sugar water in a childhood costume. Number 23. Kool-Aid Jammers. Nobody thinks of Kool-Aid Jammers as a health drink, but most people also don't realize how far from real juice this product actually is. The pouches are bright, the flavors are fun, and the marketing screams childhood happiness. Yet inside, it's basically flavored water, artificial colors, synthetic sweeteners, and enough sugar to throw a toddler's mood into a tailspin. Parents once complained about zero-sugar versions still containing sucralose and ACE-K, and many didn't appreciate learning that after the fact. Then there's the dye issue. Multiple studies over the years have questioned whether specific artificial colors can aggravate behavioral problems in kids. So while the pouch looks cute in a lunch bag, the effects aren't always pretty in real life. Hyperactivity, sugar crashes, irritability, and one more thing, nobody mentions those shiny pouches. They don't recycle, millions end up in landfills every year. Fun for 5 minutes, waste forever. Kool-Aid built its legacy on childhood memories, but we know more now. And once you do, handing this to kids stops feeling harmless and starts feeling irresponsible. Number 22. Hawaiian Punch. Hawaiian Punch evokes childhood vacations in a bottle, with tropical colors, a cartoon mascot, and fruit punch nostalgia. But flip that bottle around, and the paradise disappears fast. Hawaiian Punch isn't fruit juice. It's primarily water, high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavors, and synthetic dyes. The original formula famously started as a tropical syrup for ice cream toppings, not a drink, which should tell you everything. One look at the label, only 5% real fruit juice. The rest, sweeteners that spike blood sugar, preservatives to stretch shelf life, and red 40 and yellow 5-color additives that consumer watchdog groups have repeatedly flagged for potential behavioral impact in sensitive children. Over the years, parents have flooded online forums with complaints about hyperactivity spikes, attention crashes, and a sticky sweet aftertaste. And while many brands have modernized ingredients, Hawaiian Punch has stayed stubbornly artificial, bright chemical tones, and that syrupy, nearly glowing red color you don't find in nature. It feels like a treat from a time when nobody read nutrition labels, except now we do. And once you really see what's in it, that tropical escape suddenly looks more like a chemistry lab in a kid-friendly costume. Number 21. Hi-C. Hi-C has nostalgia-locked memories of lunchboxes, orange drink commercials, and its massive presence in the 1,990 seconds, thanks to its placement in McDonald's fountains. But sentiment only goes so far once you look at what's actually inside. Hi-C drinks are mostly water, sweeteners, and artificial colors, with only a small percentage of real juice, just enough to legally qualify as juice, but not sufficient to deliver whole fruit nutrition. Hi-C Orange Lava Burst was so sugary and artificial that when McDonald's quietly discontinued it for a while, people weren't upset for health reasons. They were upset because it tasted like a part of their childhood. The brand later brought it back due to demand, but the formula still carries high sugar content and synthetic dyes that many parents actively avoid today. And while Hi-C phrases things like contains vitamin C, it adds ascorbic acid, not naturally sourced from fruit vitamins. Parents have also noted online that kids can go from fun energy to sugar crash meltdowns shockingly fast after drinking it. No lawsuit headlines needed, the ingredients list tells the real story. Hi-C isn't a fruit drink. It's a sweet, brightly colored shortcut to hydration that never belonged in a daily routine, only perhaps as an occasional childhood treat, not a habit. Number 20. Country Time Lemonade. Country Time markets itself as front porch nostalgia. Sunshine, summer fairs, just like Grandma used to make. Except, your grandma definitely wasn't whisking corn syrup solids, citric acid, artificial lemon flavor, and yellow 5 into a plastic jug. Country Time isn't lemonade. It's a powdered chemistry project dressed as Americana. The ingredient list reads more like a candy mix than a list of citrus drink ingredients. And that natural flavor? It's backed by preservatives, synthetic dyes, and sugar loading that hits harder than dessert. One serving contains over 25 grams of sugar when mixed as directed, and let's be real, nobody ever uses the recommended serving size. The powder's bright yellow color doesn't come from lemons. It comes from dyes that consumer groups have been warning about for years due to potential hyperactivity triggers in kids. In 2021, Country Time faced a nationwide recall alongside its sister brands, Kool-Aid and Tang, due to potential contamination concerns, reminding everyone that this isn't sunshine and lemons. It's a factory formula. Number 19, Calypso Lemonade. Calypso positions itself as a real island flavor in a bottle, with bright labels, glass packaging, and beach trip energy in every sip. But peel back the tropical vibe, and you've mostly got sugar, citric acid, and artificial flavors masquerading as artisanal lemonade. Yes, Calypso uses real lemon juice, but a splash of citrus doesn't cancel out almost 200 calories and 50 grams of sugar per bottle. That's more sugar than a can of Coke from a drink marketed as lemonade with a sweet vibe. The flavors read like candy. Ocean blue, southern peach, island wave, and they taste that way too, thanks to sweeteners and color additives that create neon shades you'd never see in fresh citrus. Some bottles have sparked consumer complaints online about a metallic aftertaste and sediment, which somewhat ruins the handcrafted island illusion. Calypso feels like a premium glass bottle, bold colors and social media hype, but strip away the branding, and it's a dessert-level sugar bomb with beach marketing. It's fun as an occasional treat, sure, but as a lemonade, it's more like a candy shop dressed as a Caribbean postcard. Real lemons don't glow like that, and neither should your drink. Number 18. Tampico. Tampico looks like a kid's party in a jug. Neon colors, fruit explosions on the label, citrus punch, energy. But peel back the fun branding, and this isn't fruit juice. It's water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, artificial flavors, and F, D, and C dyes engineered to taste like oranges without containing any actual oranges. Flip the label and you'll struggle to find a meaningful percentage of actual fruit. The vitamin C marketing? Mostly fortified additives, not natural fruit nutrients. And then there's the color, the kind of electric orange you don't see in nature unless a science lab made it. Food safety boards and parental watchdog forums have long raised eyebrows at those synthetic dyes and sugar load, especially for children. Consumer complaints range from a weird chemical smell to a lovely syrup-like aftertaste. Sweet? Yes. Fruit? Not really. There's also the long-standing joke online that Tampico cleans pipes better than it quenches thirst, not helped by old rumor cycles claiming it could fade surfaces or irritate sensitive stomachs. While exaggerated, it highlights the public perception. This isn't juice. It's fruit-flavored sugar water with a fluorescent ID. Number 17. V8 Splash. V8 Splash sounds like the healthy cousin in the juice aisle. V8 screams vegetables, nutrients, wellness. Except Splash is not the original vegetable juice people imagine. This one leans heavily on water, added sugars, concentrates, and artificial flavoring, with just enough fruit and vegetable juice to keep the brand name believable. The base formula feels like a compromise disguised as health, a marketing spin that blurs wellness with sweetness. One 16-ounce bottle can contain 40 grams or more of sugar, depending on the flavor, nearly rivaling soda. Even varieties labeled antioxidant or tropical blend use sugary concentrates and added vitamins instead of real, whole fruit nutrition. Dietitians have publicly pointed out that Splash is a sweetened beverage first and a vegetable product second. Many shoppers say they assumed it was healthy until reading the label. Consumer reviews also note sediment, artificial taste, and stomach discomfort in sensitive drinkers. Not precisely the farm-fresh vibe the label projects. V8 built its reputation on bold, honest vegetables. Splash bends that legacy into something closer to a flavored punch in wellness clothing. Number 16. Great Value Juice. Walmart's Great Value juices appear harmless, with big jugs, a low price, and 100% juice blends written in confident, bold font. But cheap doesn't always mean harmless, especially when it comes to what ends up in the glass. Many Great Value juice drinks aren't pure juice at all. They're filtered water, sweeteners, fruity flavor chemicals, and concentrates dressed up with pictures of fresh orchards. Real fruit nutrition? More like budget juice engineering. Consumer watchdog threads and review pages don't paint a pretty picture either. Parents have complained about odd sour notes, chemical aftertaste, cloudy sediment, and kids experiencing upset stomachs after drinking certain flavors. In 2022, select Great Value juice products received online warnings from shoppers due to concerns about potential spoilage and off-smelling batches, not official recalls, but enough chatter to make label readers cautious. And let's talk sugar. A healthy fruit label jug can contain 20 to 27 grams per serving, excluding added preservatives or flavor stabilizers. That's dessert zone territory in a product marketed like breakfast fuel. Great Value juice isn't farm fresh simplicity. It's cost-cutting bottled-in sweetness, proving you don't always get a bargain just because the price tag says so. Number 15. Kirkland Sweetened Juices. Costco's Kirkland brand has a trust halo due to its reputation for offering bulk groceries, maintaining high standards, and providing excellent value. But their sweetened juice blends? Different story. Some bottles ride hard on the Costco reputation while leaning heavily on concentrates, added sugar, and flavor enhancers instead of pure fruit. Sweetened is right there in the name, and yet many shoppers assume these are comparable to fresh-pressed juice. Spoiler, they're not. A single 8-ounce serving can clock in around 25 to 30 grams of sugar, and that's before you realize most people pour Costco-sized glasses, doubling that in one shot. Dietitians online routinely group these bottles with sugary beverages disguised as juice, noting that concentrate and sugar do not equal the nutrition of whole fruit. Costco fans on forums have flagged taste inconsistencies, occasional sour notes, and stomach discomfort in sensitive drinkers, likely due to the combination of acidity and sweetness. And while Kirkland does deliver some excellent clean products, these sweetened juices sit in a different league. Big flavor, big sugar, minimal nutrient punch. If you're expecting real fruit purity, these bottles remind you that even Costco has a candy sweet aisle hidden in plain sight. Grab the unsweetened versions if you're reaching for health, not just habit. Number 14. Old Orchard. Old Orchard loves to play the family orchard card cozy vibe. Wholesome branding, made with real fruit. But turn the bottle around, and that farm-fresh illusion starts fading quickly. Many Old Orchard blends rely on concentrated juices, added sweeteners, and artificial flavors to stretch costs and sweetness, rather than actual orchard-fresh fruit. If you're expecting hand-pressed apples and berries, you're more likely to get fruit-flavored syrup diluted with water and acid. Their Healthy Balance line once got internet buzz for being low sugar, but the trade-off? Artificial sweeteners and synthetic flavorings that aren't exactly grandma's juice recipe. Reviews on shopper forums also point to a metallic aftertaste, sugar spikes despite light labels, and cloudy separation in the bottle, which is not exactly confidence-boosting. One 8-ounce glass of certain varieties can contain up to 24 grams of sugar, and remember, that's per serving, not per cup. Most people pour restaurant portions, meaning 2 servings are gone without thinking. Old Orchard sits in the awkward middle. Not the most artificial, not the cleanest either. A budget fruit drink hiding behind nostalgic orchard marketing. It works for price, not for purity. Number 13. Sobe Juice Drinks. So, be used to feel like the cool kid, with funky lizards, bold flavors, and late 90 seconds energy. But nostalgia doesn't cancel the ingredient list. So B-Juice drinks are high-sugar, flavor-enhanced beverages, often powered by corn-based sweeteners, fruit concentrates, and color additives that taste more like a candy shop than a tropical spa. Before being discontinued in many stores, SoBe's blends regularly clocked 45 to 60 grams of sugar per bottle, the kind of intake that nutritionists label as a liquid energy bomb. Even the so-called elixirs and vitamin blends were basically fruit punch soda-wearing yoga smoothie branding. Online consumer threads reveal long-standing complaints about a chemical tang, overly sweet formulas, and an unpleasant aftertaste, especially in flavors like Tsunami and Mr. Green. As the market shifted toward real ingredient hydration brands, think organic juices and cold-press companies, SoBe's artificial sweetness fell out of favor fast. Number 12. Hansen's Juice Drinks. Hansen's has a reputation as a natural brand, the kind parents once bought, thinking they'd chosen the healthier option. But their juice drinks? Less farmer's market purity, more sweetened concentrate blends with a natural lifestyle bow tied on top. Don't infuse Hansen's sodas and juices with cold-pressed beverages. These bottles can contain 23 to 28 grams of sugar per serving, firmly placing them in the category of sweet drinks. To their credit, The ingredient lists often avoid artificial dyes and high fructose corn syrup, but that doesn't make them low sugar or nutrient dense. Many online consumers mention a thin texture, overpowering sweetness, and occasional sour notes after refrigeration, a sign that natural doesn't always equate to fresh or stable. Hansen's is a classic example of clean label marketing and clean nutrition. Yes, fewer scary chemicals than the worst offenders. Still, a heavy sugar load, combined with concentrate juice, means your body treats it like any other sweet drink. If you're choosing juice for health, Hansen's isn't the villain, but it's definitely not the halo drink its branding suggests it to be. Number 11. Powerade Juice Mixed Drinks. Powerade sells you the fantasy of fruit-energized hydration, but let's call it what it is: sports drink syrup disguised as juice. The moment you turn the bottle, reality hits. Minimal actual fruit, tons of natural flavors that aren't natural, and added sugars that can spike blood glucose just as aggressively as soda. And if you've ever felt that weird combo of sluggishness plus jitteriness after drinking it, you're not imagining it. That's your body reacting to fast carbs and lab-designed electrolytes without real nutrients to balance them. Research from nutrition journals has repeatedly shown that sugar-sweetened sports beverages can heighten inflammation markers, and that's before we even discuss the artificial color dyes used in many flavors, such as Blue One, which has been flagged in studies for potential cell stress and allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Consumer reviews also mention bloating, headaches, and stomach upset, which is understandable when you're essentially chugging glorified candy water with electrolytes. Real fruit juice nourishes. Powerade's fruit mix, it stimulates, crashes, and confuses your system. Skip it and choose real hydration your body deserves. Number 10. Gatorade Fruit Juice Blends. Gatorade's fruit juice blends might look like performance fuel, but check the facts. A standard 20-ounce bottle clocks in around 140 calories, about 34 to 48 grams of sugar, and 270 to 380 milligrams of sodium, depending on the flavor. That's nearly 10 teaspoons of sugar and a significant sodium load for anyone who isn't running sprints in 90-degree heat. Research published in Pediatric Nutrition Studies shows that anyone who drinks sugary sports drinks daily gained 3.5 pounds over 2 years, not because of improved performance, but because they're essentially consuming sweetened electrolyte syrup. And here's the kicker: these blends barely contain real fruit. Instead, you get concentrates, natural flavors, artificial dyes like Blue One, and fast-absorbing carbs that spike insulin and lead to quick crashes. Consumer reports repeatedly mention stomach discomfort, bloating, and fatigue after drinking them. These are signs your body isn't being fueled, it's being overstimulated. Sports drink science was developed for athletes who lose minerals through sweat, not for kids sitting in class or adults working at a desk. If you want real fruit hydration, skip the neon-colored performance illusion and choose actual juice, or, better, water and real fruit electrolytes. Number 9. Simply Lemonade Drinks. Simply Lemonade markets itself as clean and natural, but its numbers tell another story. Each 8-ounce serving contains approximately 110 calories and 27 grams of sugar, which is more sugar per glass than many sodas, with zero fiber to slow absorption. Scale that to a whole bottle, and you're sipping 50 to 60 grams of sugar in one go. That kind of sugar shock has been linked in studies to insulin spikes, increased inflammation, and long-term metabolic strain. And then comes the headline. The brand faces a major class action lawsuit after independent testing allegedly found PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, in some of its juice products. PFAS exposure is associated with thyroid disruption, immune impairment, and hormone imbalance, very different from the fresh squeezed sunshine vibe the label suggests. Many consumers also report acid reflux, tooth sensitivity, and digestive upset. Not surprising considering the combo of high acid plus concentrated sugar. Want lemonade? You can squeeze a lemon, add water, and a teaspoon of honey. What's in this bottle is marketing purity, lab chemistry, and a sugar hit disguised as nature. Number 8. Martinelli's Apple Juice. Martinelli's comes in that nostalgic glass bottle that looks sweet, innocent, and premium, but don't let the fancy gold cap fool you. Crack it open, and what you're really drinking is liquid sugar with a fruit label slapped on top. A 10-ounce serving clocks in at around 140 to 150 calories, with 32 to 36 grams of sugar, almost the same as a can of soda. And Unlike real apples, there's zero fiber to slow absorption. That means your bloodstream takes the complete sugar hit instantly, spiking insulin like a dessert disguised as a healthy drink. A major JAMA study even found that people who drink fruit juice regularly have a higher risk of type 2 diabetes compared to eating whole fruit, thanks to rapid fructose absorption. Dentists aren't fans either, as the acidity in apple juice erodes enamel over time, making that healthy glow more like a future dental bill. Sure, Martinelli's looks cute in lunchboxes and Instagram picnic bags, but for everyday drinking, it's a metabolic trap in a pretty bottle. Reach for a real apple instead. Your blood sugar and teeth will thank you. Number 7. Bolthouse Farms Smoothies and Juice Blends. At first glance, Bolthouse appears to be gym culture fuel protein labeling, featuring bright fruits and green boost health vibes. But flip the bottle, and reality hits harder than leg day soreness. A typical 15.2-ounce bottle packs 240 to 320 calories and a staggering 45 to 55 grams of sugar, depending on the blend. That's more sugar than a soda pretending to be a wellness drink. And because most sweetness comes from fruit purees and concentrates, rather than whole fruit, there's no fiber buffer, meaning blood sugar spikes quickly, hunger returns soon, and those healthy calories go straight to storage. Research on liquid calories and appetite suggests that smoothies like this don't trigger full satiety signals, which is why many healthy smoothie lovers still feel hungry immediately after consuming them. On top of that, Bolthouse has faced multiple recall incidents in past years due to spoilage and contamination concerns, reminding us that refrigerated fresh health drinks aren't always as clean as advertised. Bolthouse sells the image of wellness, but metabolically, it behaves like designer fruit syrup with vitamins. Real smoothies at home beat this bottle every time. Number 6. Naked Juice Smoothies. Naked Juice markets itself as a fitness miracle in a bottle, featuring bright colors, no preservatives, pure fruit, and gym-friendly energy. But the truth hits the second you read the label. A standard 15.2-ounce bottle packs around 270 calories, and a jaw-dropping 50 to 60 grams of sugar, depending on the flavor, more sugar than a can of Coca-Cola. And with zero fiber, your body absorbs that sugar like a sugar IV drip. The no added sugar claim? Technically accurate, but it's fruit concentrate sugar, and metabolically it hits the same as refined cane sugar. A Harvard nutrition review even stated that 100% fruit juice increases diabetes risk almost as much as soda. And Naked has already been publicly called out in 2016. PepsiCo settled a $9 million lawsuit for misleading health claims after critics argued the drinks were far from clean and natural. These smoothies don't resemble whole fruit. They resemble vitamin-fortified liquid candy. Smoothies are healthy when you blend fruits with fiber at home, not when they come pasteurized, shelf-stable, and loaded with fructose. Naked looks clean, but metabolically, it's a wolf in wellness clothing. Number 5. Dole Fruit Juice Drinks. Dole loves to wrap itself in sunshine, pineapples, and pure fruit goodness branding. But behind the tropical marketing lies a sugary shockwave. Most Dole juice drinks contain 120 to 160 calories per serving and around 30 to 40 grams of sugar per bottle, with many of these sugars coming from fruit concentrate rather than whole fruit. And once again, no fiber, so your blood sugar skyrockets fast, triggering insulin spikes and energy crashes soon after. The American Heart Association warns against frequent consumption of fruit juice, especially for older adults, due to its links with increased cardiovascular risk and inflammation. And Dole hasn't been controversy-free either. Past quality complaints and shelf stability debates have raised eyebrows, especially in refrigerated juice lines. Consumers have reported sediment, off-smell, and sudden spoilage, reminding us that fresh fruit messaging doesn't always equate to clean processing. Dole feels nostalgic for childhood lunches, tropical ads, and vacation vibes, but nutritionally, it's a sweetened fruit cocktail that behaves closer to soda than nature. If you want real pineapple benefits, eat a slice, don't sip a bottle engineered to taste like sunshine but act like dessert. Number 4. Honest Kids Juice Drinks. Honest Kids markets itself as the halo of children's beverages, with an organic label, pastel pouches, the word honest in bold, and the promise of just a splash of sugar. But peel back the wholesome branding and you'll find a product that still behaves like sweetened fruit water, not a genuinely nourishing drink. One pouch may contain only 40 to 45 calories and 8 to 10 grams of sugar. But here's the catch. Kids don't typically drink just one. They sip 3, 4, 5 a day because it tastes like a mild fruit candy. Suddenly, that light sugar adds up fast. And yes, it's organic, but organic sugar is still sugar. Pediatric nutrition studies repeatedly warn that early exposure to sweet drinks can train children's taste buds to become more dependent on sweetness in the long term. Many parents also report dental sensitivity and mild stomach upset from the natural acids in fruit concentrates. The biggest myth? That this is somehow hydration. There's no fiber, minimal vitamins unless added, and the fruit primarily exists in concentrate form. Honest Kids positions itself as the angel in the juice aisle, but really, it's just the softest devil. Water and actual fruit beat this pouch every single time. Number 3. Palm Tea Blends. Palm loves to sell royalty dark glass bottles, rich ruby color, antioxidant powerhouse messaging, and elegant pomegranate imagery. But behind that luxury vibe, Palm Tea Blends behave very differently in your body. Yes, pomegranates have benefits, but when they're blended into tea with added sugars and concentrates, you're no longer drinking a superfood. You're drinking a sweetened functional beverage that hits your blood sugar surprisingly hard. A typical palm tea bottle can contain 150 to 180 calories and approximately 30 to 35 grams of sugar, most of which is naturally derived but metabolically similar to table sugar once absorbed. Research published in nutrition journals makes it crystal clear. Consuming liquid fruit without fiber triggers insulin spikes and triglyceride elevation, especially in adults with a metabolic risk. Then there's the taste. That sweet tart punch sounds refreshing until you finish the bottle and feel that sticky, acidic aftertaste lingering on your teeth. Dentists warn that these kinds of drinks accelerate enamel erosion due to the combination of natural acids and sugar. Palm markets antioxidants as if they were a magic shield. However, antioxidants don't counteract glucose overload, zero fiber, and enamel melting acidity. If you want real pomegranate benefits, eat the seeds, don't sip the marketing. Number 2, Bai juices. Bai built its empire on the phrase 5 calories, infused with antioxidants, convincing millions that it's the health god's answer to flavored drinks. But here's the twist. The sweetened Bai juice blends, not the ultra-low-calorie versions, tell a very different story. These bottles often contain erythritol, stevia, and fruit juice concentrate, creating a metabolic paradox. Your brain thinks sugar is coming, insulin is activated, and then fiberless fructose enters, confusing the system. Some dietitians warn that this combination can lead to glucose dysregulation and increased cravings in specific individuals. And while Bai avoids traditional sugar bombs, you still get 20 to 25 grams of carbs per bottle in many fruit blends, which adds up quickly if you think you're being healthy. Consumer reports have surfaced around bloating, headaches, and GI discomfort, thanks to sugar alcohols like erythritol, which recent research linked to blood clotting markers in heavy consumers when studied over time. So, yes, the bottle looks modern, clean, and antioxidant rich, but sweetened Bai drinks still play the sweetness trick on your palate and insulin system, wrapped in wellness branding. If you want hydration and antioxidants, go for berries and water, not lab-engineered tropical sweetness. Number 1, Body Armor Light Fruit Blends. Body Armor Light walks into the grocery aisle wearing a clean label and a gym-approved attitude, offering low-calorie, no added sugar, coconut water electrolytes, the whole wellness script. But once you get past the sporty branding and celebrity athlete hype, you realize this drink plays a psychological game. It looks like hydration, but drinks like sweetened, flavor-boosted water with marketing muscles bigger than its health benefits. Yes, it's lower in sugar. Yes, calories hover around 20 per bottle, and electrolytes are present, but be sure to scroll through the fine print. That fruity taste? Mostly erythritol, stevia, natural flavors, and fruit concentrate, not whole fruit. And while many people tolerate sugar alcohols fine, others report bloating, gassiness, and digestive irritation, especially when consumed daily. There's also the healthy halo problem. Sip enough of these, thinking it's free hydration, and you're still conditioning your palate to constant sweetness, which nutrition research has linked to cravings and reward center stimulation, even without real sugar spikes. Is Body Armor Light the worst? No. But is it the clean, Fruit-powered hydration, the branding screams? Not really. It's a diet sports drink hybrid wearing a wellness badge, and your best hydration surprise is still water with real fruit or minerals, not Flavor Lab magic in an athletic bottle. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. There are actually some bottled juice brands that are safe, clean, and genuinely good for your body, starting with Number 10. Suja Organic. Suja Organic has carved a niche as a premium, cold-pressed juice brand that actually delivers on its organic promise. Unlike sugary juice cocktails, Suja blends are entirely plant-forward, often featuring kale, spinach, cucumber, and celery, giving your body antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals without the empty calories. A typical 12-ounce bottle contains roughly 80 to 100 calories and 3 to 6 grams of natural sugar, which is far lower than in conventional bottled juices. Their organic certification guarantees the absence of synthetic pesticides, GMOs, and preservatives, a rarity in today's market. Clinical nutrition studies repeatedly highlight that vegetable-forward beverages like these contribute to improved vascular health, reduced oxidative stress, and better digestion. Parents and wellness enthusiasts alike favor Suja for its clean, functional profile. Unlike mainstream drinks loaded with fruit concentrates or added sweeteners, Suja's taste comes naturally from the produce itself. Sure, it's an acquired taste for some, but for anyone committed to tangible health benefits, this is a drinkable superfood. Suja Organic proves that not all bottled juices compromise your nutrition. Some actually enhance it while keeping your calorie, sugar, and chemical exposure in check. Number 9. Pressed Juicery. Pressed Juicery is the definition of farm-to-bottle transparency. Their juice blends, especially the greens line, are cold-pressed, with minimal ingredients and preservative-free, delivering vitamins, minerals, and electrolytes naturally. A single 16-ounce bottle typically contains 100 to 120 calories with 4 to 6 grams of sugar, which is naturally derived from whole fruits or vegetables. Nutrition research consistently supports the benefits of cold-pressed vegetable juices for cardiometabolic health and antioxidant intake. Pressed Juicery also avoids concentrated sweeteners, stevia, or high-fructose additives, which means your blood sugar sees a gentle, steady rise rather than a spike. The result? Sustained hydration, natural energy, and no insulin overload. Beyond the nutrition, their focus on seasonal produce ensures that the flavor is authentic, never artificial, a quality that sets them apart from conventional bottled juices. For anyone seeking wellness without compromise, Pressed Juicery offers a clean, nutrient-dense option, demonstrating that convenience and health can coexist in a single bottle. Number 8. Uncle Matt's Organic. Uncle Matt's Organic Orange Juice is classic, simple, and trustworthy. Exactly what the juice aisle needs. 100% organic oranges with no concentrates, added sugar, or preservatives make this a rare, what you see is what you get option. One 8-ounce serving provides 120 calories and 21 grams of naturally occurring sugar. But unlike candy-flavored juices, these sugars come directly from fruit, with accompanying vitamin C, potassium, and folate. Studies highlight that pure citrus juice can support immune function, heart health, and antioxidant defense, particularly when free of chemical additives. Uncle Matt's is also certified USDA organic, reducing pesticide exposure by up to 50% compared to conventional oranges. Unlike flashy juice cocktails, there's no marketing trickery, just pure, fresh-tasting juice in every sip. For families, athletes, or anyone seeking hydration plus nutrients without empty additives, Uncle Matt's Organic proves that bottled juice can be both convenient and genuinely healthy. It's simple, effective, and delicious, a rare win in a market full of sugar-laden alternatives. Number 7. Lakewood Organic. Lakewood Organic pure-pressed juices are the epitome of farm-to-glass integrity. Cold-pressed and bottled without preservatives, they deliver authentic fruit and vegetable flavors without artificial sweeteners. A 12-ounce bottle of their classic pomegranate or Concord grape juice contains roughly 130 to 160 calories and 28 to 35 grams of natural sugar, derived solely from fruit. Nutritionally, Lakewood stands out. Pomegranate juices, for example, are rich in polyphenols and antioxidants, as demonstrated in peer-reviewed studies, which support heart health and blood pressure regulation. Their organic certification ensures that no synthetic pesticides or GMOs are used, providing a cleaner, safer beverage for adults and children alike. Unlike mainstream juice brands, Lakewood avoids concentrates and artificial flavors, preserving both nutrient integrity and natural taste. This commitment ensures that every sip is a true reflection of the fruit, not a laboratory experiment. For anyone looking to combine authentic flavor, health benefits, and transparency, Lakewood Organic is a standout choice, demonstrating that convenience doesn't have to come at the cost of your well-being. Number 6. R.W. Knudsen. R.W. Knudsen's Just Juice series is a rare example of purity in the bottled juice aisle. Their juices are 100% fruit, no concentrates, no added sugar, and no artificial coloring, offering a clean alternative to the sugar-laden competition. One 8-ounce serving contains approximately 120 calories and 24 grams of naturally occurring sugar, which comes entirely from the fruit. Science supports the benefits. Whole fruit juices provide antioxidants, vitamin C, and flavonoids, which help support cardiovascular health and immune function. R.W. Knudsen also employs a gentle pasteurization process to preserve taste and nutrition without the use of chemical additives. What sets them apart is that transparency labels list only what's inside, with no gimmicks or misleading health claims. Their Concord grape and apple blends are particularly praised for authentic flavor, making them an ideal choice for families seeking natural, functional hydration. Simply put, R.W. Knudsen proves that bottled juice can be safe, nutritious, and genuinely enjoyable, free from the pitfalls of artificial sweeteners and concentrates. Number 5. Evolution Fresh. Evolution Fresh delivers cold-pressed, high-quality juice designed for health-conscious adults. Their popular blends, like sweet greens or carrot ginger, are packed with real vegetables and fruits, offering vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in every bottle. A 15.2-ounce bottle typically contains 120 to 150 calories, with 20 to 30 grams of natural sugar, all from real produce. Cold pressing preserves nutrients that traditional pasteurization often diminishes, making these juices a nutrient-rich hydration option. Research indicates that high antioxidant juices, such as Evolution Fresh, can help combat oxidative stress and support heart health. Unlike mainstream bottled drinks, Evolution Fresh avoids added sugar, concentrates, and synthetic flavoring. The focus is on authentic taste and genuine nutrition, making it ideal for anyone seeking a clean beverage that doesn't compromise on health. For those who want convenience without sacrificing quality, Evolution Fresh demonstrates that a bottled juice can be both delicious and genuinely beneficial, a rare win in a crowded juice market. Number 4. Natalie's Orchid Island Juice. Natalie's Orchid Island Juice is a small batch, fresh-pressed, and minimally processed juice, offering an actual farm-to-bottle experience. Their popular blends, such as carrot and ginger or apple, are free from preservatives, artificial flavors, and added sugar. A typical 12-ounce serving contains approximately 120 calories, with 22 to 25 grams of natural sugar, which comes exclusively from the fruit and vegetable ingredients. Nutrition studies highlight that juices rich in carotenoids, such as carrot blends, support eye health and immune function, while the natural antioxidants in fruits aid in cardiovascular protection. Their short shelf life reflects their purity. There's no need for chemical preservatives. Natalie's commitment to real ingredients means that every sip delivers authentic flavor without compromise. For health-conscious individuals seeking clean, functional, and flavorful juice, Natalie's Orchid Island is a standout, proving that convenience can coexist with nutritional integrity. Number 3. Wegmans Organic 100% Juice. Wegmans Organic 100% Juice offers affordable, organic, and immaculate options in the bottled juice aisle. Each 8-ounce serving has approximately 110 to 130 calories and 20 to 24 grams of natural sugar with zero added sweeteners. Certified organic, these juices guarantee the absence of synthetic pesticides, GMOs, and chemical additives, making them safe for daily consumption. Scientific research underscores the benefits of organic fruit juice for reducing pesticide exposure and maintaining antioxidant intake, contributing to heart and immune health. Wegmans' labeling is transparent, clearly stating ingredients without marketing gimmicks. Whether it's orange, apple, or grape, the taste is naturally sweet and fresh, delivering the true essence of the fruit. For those seeking a safe, wholesome, and flavorful juice, Wegmans Organic 100% Juice is a reliable choice, offering a blend of nutrition and authenticity. Number 2. Red Jacket Orchards. Red Jacket Orchards prides itself on handcrafted, small-batch juices that preserve the natural nutrients of fruit. Their signature apple and cranberry blends contain roughly 110 to 130 calories per 8-ounce serving, with no added sugar or artificial flavors. Every sip reflects their commitment to freshness and quality. Clinical studies indicate that cranberry and apple juices are rich in antioxidants and polyphenols, which support heart health and urinary tract function. Red Jacket Orchards avoids concentrates and chemical additives, ensuring the beverage is as close to fresh-picked fruit as possible. For families and adults who value natural taste and actual nutritional benefits, Red Jacket Orchards is a standout. It demonstrates that safe, organic, and delicious juice is achievable without compromising convenience, making it an essential pick in a market flooded with sugary alternatives. Number 1. Harmless Harvest Juices. Harmless Harvest juices are known for their raw, organic, and sustainably sourced coconut and fruit blends, offering a truly unique experience in the bottled juice aisle. Each 12-ounce per serving typically contains 70 to 120 calories, with 3 to 15 grams of natural sugar, depending on the flavor, all derived from organic fruits and coconut water rather than added sweeteners. What sets Harmless Harvest apart is its proprietary high-pressure processing, HPP, which preserves nutrients, enzymes, and probiotics while extending shelf life without the use of chemical preservatives. Research indicates that raw, minimally processed juices retain higher levels of vitamin C, electrolytes, and polyphenols, supporting hydration, immune function, and reducing oxidative stress. Consumers can enjoy flavors like organic coconut water and pineapple or mango, knowing that every sip delivers authentic taste and maximum nutrition. The brand is USDA organic certified, non-GMO, and free from synthetic additives, making it a safe choice for health-conscious adults and families. Harmless Harvest proves that bottled juices can be delicious without added sugar, chemicals, or preservatives. For those seeking clean, nutrient-rich hydration, this brand stands out, offering a refreshingly natural alternative in a market dominated by overly processed drinks.